Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. My name's David and this is my channel. Today's video I have named Every Time You Let Go, You Receive. This is a truth for something that has two sides. If you're moving in this direction, the more you let go of this direction, you must receive this direction. Started learning this a lot in Tai Chi. If the more I release this side, the more I receive this side. Do you understand? Or the more I release, down, the more I come back up. And this is how the opposites work and feed each other, is we release one and we receive the other. This makes sense, doesn't it? So energy, there's no gaps. You see, it's an absolute. Which way am I moving? And we talk about it all the time in these on this channel, this idea that, which way am I moving in my life? Am I moving in a direction of negativity or moving in a direction of positivity? Am I moving in a direction of separation or moving in a direction of connection? Am I moving in a direction of serving the world and all the people, or moving in a direction of just serving my one source? Do you see? So the more I release my focus upon serving all the people of the world, the more I will start focusing on serving that one source energy that I am. So I'm trading the pieces in for the whole. And that's the trick. It's the trick of everything, is to trade the pieces in for the wholeness. In Tai Chi, we come in with our body in pieces, the right and the left and the shoulders up. And, maybe not very familiar with how the legs move and flow and feed each other, and our center kind of turned off. You see, there's a lot of pieces that we come in with when we do Tai Chi. And by relaxing and allowing them all to kind of merge together, we trade the pieces in for the wholeness of the body. Does that make sense? And from the wholeness, these miracles start coming through that are just amazing. All of a sudden, you just barely move your hand and someone flies 15 feet. Or they touch you and they stick to you and they can't let go and they can't figure out why. There's these seemingly miracles that happen, but they're not really miracles. They're just so different than what separation has. Separation has a whole nother world, and it does a whole nother thing to your body through the tension and the fusing together and relying on the muscles instead of the energy. Two completely different worlds. And then you move into a world of connection, and all of a sudden it seems like a miracle. It seems I can do things that, wow, I've never seen before. That's amazing, Dave. I can't believe you barely moved, and all of a sudden I just went. So they seem different because you compare them together. This is what Yeshua does in the Course in Miracles. He compares these two worlds to show us the difference of how big and massive that difference is when we let go of the pieces and trade it, or let go of the pieces and trade it in for the whole. Do you see? There are huge, massive differences that are going on. And the pieces are always going to be run by guilt. Do you see? They're always going to feel this separation. There's going to be a feeling of loss or a feeling of specialness. Each piece kind of has a little bit of a special feeling to it. Maybe this relationship's more special than this relationship, and this I like better than this. It has a feeling of specialness. Yeshua talks about in the Course in Miracles, the special relationships that we have. Now, those special relationships, we have to trade in for the whole of all things. This is why it's so tough. This is why the spiritual journey is hard to get off the ground, because of what we have to let go of in order to move in the other direction. Just like someone in Tai Chi, they have to really let go of everything they think about their body in order to embrace the truth of their energy. You see? And what I'm talking about is letting go of all your special relationships, all the places that you tend to get all your happiness and joy, and you feel like it's out in the world, or all of your seeking for certain things in certain places, for one place that holds everything. You see? Now, Yeshua would say in the Course in Miracles, you're trading nothing for everything. Because these do not exist. In a world of oneness, there is no separation. There is no special pieces, special personalities, special anything. Everything is one flowing energy source. See, for me, when I started realizing that on the underlying theme of this universe is my energy flowing, or is it not flowing? Now, I used to think, okay, it's not flowing because of things outside of me. It's causing my energies to drop down or to contract. Does that make sense? Oh, I don't like that. And oh, that right there is upsetting me. And I don't like what that person said. And my energy starts contracting. I started paying attention. Wow, that's interesting. My energy is really contracting a lot. And then I started realizing every time it contracts, well, I have a reason. They did it, or this did it, or that did it. You see, immediately there's a reason why my energy is contracting. As a matter of fact, can I convince you that your energy will not contract unless you have a reason? Because the energy contraction is an effect. And it's your cause that's causing it. And the more I started recognizing I have a reason why. It might be a blame because of some person or some situation, or maybe things not working out, or something happened to me. But it was a cause. Something was causing my energy to contract. And then I started realizing, well, hold on, the cause and the effect. This is a cause and effect world. Oh, so the reason I'm feeling this is because of the cause, not the other way around. I'm the effect, and that's the cause. Does that make sense? And then I started realizing, okay, so it's the cause I need to let go of. But then when I started realizing that there's energy flows or not, the causes, each individual person, maybe it's my money or that person or that situation, I started realizing, think about it, it doesn't really matter. It only affects one thing. So if all these things only affect one thing, you starting to get what I'm saying here? Then they have no meaning of their own. Everything out there, everything you see, can either allow your energy to flow or pinch it off. Well, then I started realizing, how can anything pinch my energy off? And then it dawned on me, it can't. It can't. It doesn't mean anything. They're all just a bunch of pieces that affect the whole. And what is the whole? My energy force, my vibration. And then I started realizing, I'm pinching my energy off. It's the other way around. It's not pinching my energy off. I'm looking at that, blaming it, giving it meaning in such a way to pinch my own energy off. Isn't that fascinating? Why would I do that? When every single thing is the same. Because it all moves to an underlying place, which is my vibration and my energy force. Do you understand? Every little thing is about this. This is why the Chinese call it the 10,000 things. And they move to the yin and yang. Yin and yang is what? You pinching your energy off from what? Your source. Two, you see? Me, my perspective, and the whole perspective. And why am I pinching my energy, my own life force, and stopping it from flowing in? Tying myself in knots so I can't receive my own life. Why would I do that? That doesn't make sense to me. And then blame outside for it. It cannot pinch my energy off. Nothing can. I'm invulnerable. I am perfect. Isn't that interesting? Doesn't matter what people say, what they do. I am eternal. And the only thing that matters is my energy flowing. And the only thing that comes from my energy flowing is my decision to pinch my own life force off, to not allow the life force of my source to come in, or to allow it to come in. And out there, all the pieces mean nothing. Does that make sense? Can you see that? You can see it, can't you? They mean nothing. The only thing that matters is how I feel. How much am I allowing in? If I feel good, I'm allowing my source to come in. I'm becoming a perfect conduit for light to anchor itself here on this planet. and to give light to others and to give light to my creation or love or appreciation. But if I'm pinching it off, then I'm going to feel separate and alone and stuck and lost. Do you see? And I'm going to blame. Always. You cannot. Always remember this. This is truth. You cannot pinch your life force off without blaming something outside, because it is an effect and there must be a cause. Does that make sense? Once you get these things, you'll stop doing it, because you realize I'm doing it. I'm the cause, not outside. I'm the cause. Everything else is innocent. It's innocent. And then from there, now your only focus is going to be to your source. I know you've got everything. I know you've got everything. You are where I want to focus. You are where I want to look. I want to feel your light. I want to feel your abundance. I want to feel you, not anything else, because all those things out there, including those people, they only control one thing, which is how much you are allowing of your own source. Isn't that fascinating? Your source, the only thing that matters, even your relationship. Think about it as you're talking to that person. They're helping you potentially or hindering you with how much you're allowing of your own source. Not them, your source. Everything in the world is about how much you are allowing or pinching off of your own life force or your own energy. Does that make sense? That's why it's neutral. But the more we reverse the order and we allow our source in, and then we shine light upon that relationship, shine light upon the world, shine light upon your creations, now you'll give life to them. You won't need anything from them. The question to ask from that other direction is, how much do you need from the world? You'll know because you'll hold them hostage. Anytime you hold something hostage, you can bet you need something from them. You need them to change the cause that's coming from you in order to change the effects of your life. But once you reverse the order and realize, my God, I'm doing this backwards. I'm supposed to receive the light and then shine it upon the world and then receive it back. But the only thing that matters, if you can put the glasses on so you can see the truth, is you hooked to your source. Boom, that's it. And the world, the illusion of the world, is controlling this relationship. The only relationship that matters. That's not a good thing, is it? To have someone over here or something over here that is all the same because it has no real source connection to you, so to speak. It's a mirror. It's not actually connected to your energy. Does that make sense? Now, one person is connected to my actual vibration or my allowing of my source. That's why it doesn't matter. They can't stop it from flowing. Isn't that fascinating? It's just like an argument with a mirror. And then as we look at it, we stop our own energy from flowing. That's the mastery of all of this, is recognizing that nothing out there has any control over the only thing that will ever matter to you, which is your relationship with your own source energy. It's an illusion. Same thing with your past, same thing with what you think you've done. All those things don't matter. Because right now, this moment, the only thing that matters, that will ever matter, is how much of that energy force, that life force, is coming through you and anchoring into your world and into your life. You see, it comes this way and anchors that way. It doesn't go this way from the world back. Do you see? And that's where we get confused. We harness our relationship with our source energy, with our God power, with our divine self. That's all that matters. It holds everything. Put your focus there only. Can't say it enough. You have everything. You have everything. I focus upon you. You have everything. And you fill yourself up with it first. Then you anchor it by becoming a conduit of light, and you anchor it into the world, and you become the only thing you've ever been, which is a perfect anchor, a perfect conduit, a perfect divine being in order to shine light upon your brothers and sisters and your creations. And as always, in order to receive back. Does that make sense? Take that with you. As always, it is my pleasure, my passion, and excitement to share this clarity with you. And as always, it is up to you what you receive. Hit the like button if it's speaking to you, and subscribe. And as always, my unconditional love and appreciation.